Peace, love, and light to the family. Peace, love, and light to the family. Yeah. You already know it's the Galactic One, Ilanudar L. We back, cracking spells. Shout out to all the Galactic Guardians, 720 degrees. Shout out to the whole URO, everybody living in the universal right order. Shout out to the House of Consciousness Connecticut chapter. Message being brought to you by K.O.R TV, Kingdom of Righteousness TV. Show is called Wake Up Sheeple. You already know how to do. I have to jump right in the motherfucking demonstration. I say that all the great prophets, ancestors, agents, messiahs, messages who came before, making a platform available so we could be here today, giving you this message. I say, jumping right into the demonstration. We're going to talk about it on this Sema tawi day of Sunday. The union coming together, higher and lower, upper and lower, right? And so, being that it's family day, we're going to talk about love. What's love? A lot of times, we get our own interpretation of love as something like that's like karma. So when you show love, you expect it to be reciprocated back to you from the same person that you showed the love to. Well, love doesn't work like that. First of all, what is love? Love is something that is determined by one's intellectual capacity, right? So it's not just merely an expression. I mean, not merely just an emotion, but an expression. So it's something that's determined by someone's intellectual capacity, meaning a church person shows love the way they show love. They might pray for you. They might give you a Bible. You know what I'm saying? They might bring you to church, pick you up in the church van, you know, even put a word in for the congregation to help pay your bill. You know, Sister Mary needs some help, Brother Larry, whatever it is, can we all come together? They do things like that out of love, right? That's church love. But a street nigga show love by, you know, putting his man on the block, you know what I'm saying? Giving him a Glock, you know what I mean? Shooting up one of the ops for him, blah, blah, blah. So that's the way a street nigga would show love. So it's really determined by one's intellectual capacity and not more or less the emotion. So a lot of times I hear women saying that love is not being reciprocated, you know, from the man that they're dealing with, or men in general don't reciprocate love the same as a woman. Well, there's a lot of reasons for that, and just to bust y'all bubbles, lady, I don't mean to, but we're never going to be able to love you the way that you love. It's just the facts, you know. So you have to start dealing with some acceptance here to make things smoother, because you're really beating yourself in the head and you're making it hard on another person about this love thing. You'd have been the first person on the planet. A woman has been the first person on the planet before, especially the black woman has been on this planet before, you know, anybody. So you're at the top of the human totem pole. And so you've been expressing love way longer than other people. So that's why Music Soul Child made the song, Teach Me How to Love, because men don't know how to love the same way a woman knows how to love. Women been loving longer. Actually, man was created out of a woman's love. You see what I'm saying? At one point in time when this planet was just all women, there was no men on here through a science or process called protogenesis. In the marrow of the bones was sperm. It was life to be formed, and she impregnated herself through the bone marrow, and so that process of protogenesis, you know, was love for her to splice off the masculinity of herself. You know what I'm saying? Because we both possess masculine and feminine energies, but she wanted to possess the masculine and the physical, right? And so here we have a male or a woman with no breast milk, because man got breast but no milk inside, and his clitoris is protruded, right? His hymen is out or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So, and he has a phallus or a penis now. And so woman has showed her love so much to a man that she created him. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times these women do not understand that a man is not going to be able to show you that kind of love. You know, women go all out for their men. You know, they do the most. You know, they'll wait for a nigga while he in jail. They'll accept to collect calls knowing that they ain't got the money to pay for that shit. You know what I'm saying? They'll let this nigga use the car knowing he ain't got no license, knowing that. So women do a lot to show and express love that, you know, men is not really matching. You know, men kind of just buy their way in. You know what I'm saying? A man will just kind of like buy his way in, blah, 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 because a lot of women are materialistic, and that's the kind of love they want to receive, you know, financial love. And so a lot of times you know, it's not being reciprocated the same way because it don't go around like karma. Love is not like karma. Love is something to just be expressed, and in hopes, you know, that the next person will take the love that you showed them and share that same love with somebody else. So that way it goes around and it'll come back around to you eventually, because everybody's going to be showing somebody some love. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point about love. You pass it on. It's like supposed to be contagious. You know what I'm saying? In regards or in hopes that the next person would take the love that you showed them and be like, damn, that felt so good. I want to make somebody feel good like that. I want to, you know what I'm saying? So that's what love is about, really. It's really not about, you know, this emotional thing. You know, love is the only saving power in this world. Love is also spelled evil backwards. So this is why people will kill you out of love. You know, motherfucker, your girl will stab you in the bed, she find you cheating. You know what I'm saying? You wake up with your dick in your mouth. You done cut your shit off on some Lorraine Bobby shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Love can drive people into a state of, you know, rage and anger because it's evil through the spelling of the word. You know what I'm saying? I say, and, you know, and so your heart is something that you must protect. You know, you can't just be letting anybody enter into your heart or put your heart in the hands of other people, because you have to remember the heart is the nearest place where we want to meet Allah, right? Allah is in the heart. God is in the heart. You know what I'm saying? And so ma'at is the heart, the fourth chakra. You know what I'm saying? Ma'at, the heart chakra. And so you can't let ma'at get smacked up. How you gonna let a nigga smack ma'at up? How you gonna let a bitch smack ma'at up? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how you gonna let a nigga smack God? How you gonna let a nigga beat up Allah? Because every time you let motherfuckers, you feeling down and somebody attack your heart or whatever, you know, you heart broke, you don't let God and them get beat up. You don't let Allah get beat up. You don't let ma'at get smacked up. You know what I'm saying? And so you gotta protect your heart. You know what I'm saying? And understand that, you know, that's where your saving power is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of your joy comes from your heart. You know what I'm saying? And so you just want to keep that in mind, you know, that you want to protect your heart, because this is where the love is coming from. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people are misuse, mistreat, and abuse or misinterpret what they perceive as love. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we're just emotionally bonded. You know, these relationships that we're having today, a lot of these are due to just emotional bonding. We fucked up from childhood traumas or growing up, we missed out on certain things, and now we look to that person to kind of fill that void, or, you know what I'm saying, they ease that sense of that part of your life that was fucked up. And so emotional bonding is something why you think you love somebody and you got to keep coming back and all of that and this, that, and the third, and they treating you like shit, and you know what I'm saying, they don't give a fuck about your feelings and they don't respect you and all these different things, but you keep, that's called emotional bonding. You're not in love with that person. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes we have to step back outside ourselves and recognize these differences. You know what I'm saying? The difference between love and the difference between emotional bonding. Know that love can be evil spelled backwards, so it can turn into a dangerous thing, love, when it's misused. Also, note that your love, you know, Allah is in the heart. You know what I'm saying? God is in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Ma'at is in your heart. And you want to protect those things. You know what I'm saying? And remember, love is to be determined by one's intellectual capacity. So if someone don't show you love back the same way you show them love, hey, it's no big deal. You know what I'm saying? It's not no motherfucking certain criteria of what they consider to be love. You know what I'm saying? It's all about intelligence. You know what I'm saying? And so, with that being said, respect to all. Travel in harmony. It's been another galactic glorious day. Peace and love.